the world had not yet awakened to the light of learning, we were studying science. We invented zero much before the others saw the dawn of civilization. A very good evening to you all, respected headmaster, registrar, jury, and all my dear friends. Today, on this pleasant evening, it's Saturday Parvat here to speak to you all about the India of my dreams. A country where every day gives way for the sun. A country where everyone gets up before sunrise regularly. A country where mother is a goddess and father is Lord. A country where flora is evergreen and fauna is extreme. A country where women pray for their husbands. A country where brothers promise to take care of their sisters till their last breath. A country where Lord Rama was born and Allah is also prayed. Yes friends, it's India and the incredible India. Golden birth, even after 6 decades of independence, is dominated by poverty. Our country is still headstrong in the hands of politicians. Our country is finding a way back to fight against corruption. Why? Is it the government that's not working, or it's us who have to work on government's behalf? The answer stands still. Yes, communal fires still burn our country. Our country, the paradise of earth, still bleeds. It cries to get some help in the lone way of darkness. Our country is still in the race to come out of darkness and catch a new ray of hope. I dream of a free India, free from the evil of corruption, free from the evil of discrimination, free from the evil of poverty, free from the evil of women harassment, free from the evil of caste, creed and religion, free from the evil of prostitution, and free from what not. But I feel pity to say that I got nothing to say before you that we are here in India. Every day people die of hunger. 5 million people carry human excreta on their head. 300 million people every night go to bed hungry. On the other hand, there are many who die of overeating. What am I doing? Mere lip service with slogans like Garibi Hatao, mounted by the politicians, since the Congress rule has not been worked out when people die of starvation. Here, the politicians get the whole set of society corrupt. The only remaining hope for us to get rid of corruption is the selfless protest carried out by people like Anna Hazare and Kiran Bedi. When we hear the life stories of such people, they would produce a spark within us that would get the zeal of us and make us feel proud to work for our nation. But are such people respected by these politicians? The answer is all yours. Yet, I still have a dream for India, where poverty is abolished and social justice is given to every citizen. I have a dream to remove the name rich country remain poor. I have a dream to make a country a developed one. I have a dream to make people realize that the past is gone and it is the future that defines us now. Do not forget the pledge that you have so often taken. Do not forget that the service to motherland is equivalent to serving a million who suffer. So friends, let's all together get together to get our motherland rid of the leeches that are sucking our blood. Let's not postpone the vision of Dr. Abdul Kalam. So friends, let's all together dream of a country where poor are not just merely reduced to statistics, but where there are no poor. Let's together dream of a day where children are taken to a poverty museum, like a science museum, where they shiver at the plight of the way people used to live in the last millennium. And let this dream transform into a revolution, and as long as our dreams keep outweighing our memories, India will remain a young and dynamic nation in its path to global equality. And for this, let the way not be for eternity. At last, my friends, the ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. So, this may be beyond us, but as long as there are tears and sufferings, so long will our works not be over. Thank you.